How does song go? California.
Sing it with your big boy voice.
California. Oh, California.
Don't deserve to hear what I gotta say.
They don't deserve the real.
But now I feel like they gotta hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't really give a fuck how they feel about it.
The energy is crazy.
You asked for it.
I mean, this is what I wanted. This is the real Jay Will that everybody needs to see. I would do a little contrast and maybe bump the shadows up or something.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Using big words.
Like somebody like, hey, what do you want at the end of the shoot? You can get pizza, you can get this, you can get that. I'm like, I want to get paid like weddings.
Price going up?
Yeah. This is how it should go. This is how it should go.
Did you get paid on the spot?
Yeah. Brought me to the side.
Well, did they give you cash?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, IRS, we do Venmo, we do Cash App, and we do other things. But that hard cash, it's just...
It's different.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready?
Let's rock.
All right, so episode 1, Creatives Unhinged. We're finally here. How do you feel?
It feels great. It feels great. It feels like a long time coming, really.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We talked about this in February. So to finally get it going in September is really good.
Yeah, we kind of played around with it. Played around with Twitch.
Yeah.
Might still have to go back to Twitch.
Yeah,
we might
for
have
sure.
to do some live ones.
Mm-hmm.
Played around with YouTube a little bit. Got us a little rough cut a couple weeks ago. That was fire.
That was cool. That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been in California for a while,
Mm-hmm.
catching the vibes. Right now we're in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Game 2, WNBA Finals.
Yeah. Very excited.
Okay. Aces versus Connecticut. Who you got?
I like Connecticut because my girl need Clouden, but
Shout out to Nia.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog.
I just think the Aces could pull it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Aces. I've been rooting for the Aces the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was Chicago. James Wade. Shout out to family. It's my big bro.
Yeah.
But I knew in my heart that Vegas would take this thing. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping they could do it in 5 so that we can get to the finals game when it comes back in the championship.
Oh, that would be dope.
If they win on the road, it's gonna suck. We don't get to be a part of the celebration. But either way, it's a vibe. We're here.
Yeah.
The energy was crazy the other day. You should have been there.
Yeah.
Sorry you couldn't make it, but
I'll be in there today though, for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, I'll be in there for today.
Really say decibel rate was higher than Ohio State football.
Yeah, that's crazy. And football is supposed to be like that. So for
Ohio State gets crazy.
it really crazy.
So that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So you excited?
I'm super excited because last year, just to touch on this really quickly, I didn't really watch the WNBA like that. Like
Yeah.
I only knew like 3-4 teams. And so to be in this space this year has made me like a fan. Like I really enjoy watching the game. It's really good.
2022, like it's different. Like
Yeah.
the game is different. You know, people play different. It's more exciting. I mean, we got to shoot the sparks this year, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a vibe.
Got my own little pass, got my name on it. Had my
That was a vibe, right?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Shout out to Corey.
I definitely think we need to touch on stuff like that because that's like a milestone for certain people.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like we look at it as it is what it is, and we're excited, we're humble, we're happy to be there. But like for some people, they would probably kill for that opportunity. So
For sure.
to be able to be here now, be a part of the W, like that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's great.
Which leads me to why start a podcast? Why do you think that this is important?
I just think that as creatives, we don't really get to speak on what we're dealing with. Like, because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. And it's not for everybody. You have to really love it, as you always say. I just think that we're unhinged 24/7.
Is everybody unhinged or is it just us?
I think it's everybody because everybody I talk to have similar problems.
Yeah.
Except the people that, well off, made it, I guess.
But I think at some point they still kind of went through some of the stuff that we go through.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we'll touch on those things.
I remember like I used to do these do's and don'ts on Instagram on my story.
Yeah.
And it was like the etiquette of what not to do. and what to do for a creative, like cropping the logo out.
Yeah.
Putting the filter on. Not tagging in the caption.
Yeah.
And I felt like for a long time I thought it was only me, but everybody would get in my DMs and be like, yo, I've been feeling the same way.
Yeah. You need to go back to that.
Yeah. I felt like I was the voice of the people.
You were. And people were screenshotted and reposted.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be. It brought a lot of negative attention.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, somebody DM'd me like a long paragraph one day. It was like, all you do is talk bad about creatives and da-da-da-da. And it's crazy because I've never actually talked bad about creatives. I've always just given different perspectives and given okay, this is like how things should be, this how things shouldn't be, what do y'all think?
Yeah.
But never like just directly talk bad about people.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, let me pull back. They don't deserve it.
Yeah.
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve the real.
But now I feel like they got to hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't really give a fuck how they feel about it. They got to hear it.
Wow.
Unhinged.
The energy is crazy.
You asked for it.
I mean, this is what I wanted. This is the real Jay Will that everybody needs to see. You know? It's not. I see the real every day. The real Jay Will. And to be honest with you, stop calling us our creator names. Call us by our actual name. Okay?
So you would like to be called Chance?
Yes. Yes. I mean, it was cool when I was young to be called B-Boost or whatever, you know? But it's like...
Hey, yo, my boy B-Boost.
Yeah, like...
What's good, B-Boost?
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my name isn't that bad. I guess in person, if you say the real Jay Will, it kind of stresses me out a little bit. But, I mean, people call me Jay Will in college, so it is what it is.
Yeah, okay.
But I would prefer Jineen because that's my name.
Yeah.
But I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
Cool Mac. You know, it's a lot of people out there that... Gradient Visuals. His name's Daryl.
It's a dope name.
Slim Lurkin.
Yeah.
Slim.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Sean. Happy birthday. We turning up today in Vegas.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Sean got a really cool birthday gift today, guys.
Yeah. Sports
His
cards.
own trading cards. That's different.
It was different. Gave me an idea for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We definitely got to show them those. I think that was fire.
Yeah.
I feel like each one of his cards showed like, well, a lot of it's from the season, but the Spark season. But I think it showed like the progression in the creative process, in the creative journey, and just like all the different moments. Because like I've been working with Sean for maybe a couple years now. And even today when I posted a lot of videos, it just showed like from being in high school gyms to doing like college stuff.
Yeah.
To doing long form, working with pros.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, it's crazy where y'all came from to where y'all are about to go.
I know. I mean, even last year, shooting the camp, you pulled up the 15.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh. Crazy camp. A lot of dope talent.
Yep, for
a lot of crazy energy. A lot of things we won't talk about. But that's how you officially met Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I met Sean, and he's been genuine ever since, you know. He's helped me out in more ways that people will ever know, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like since that moment, obviously, like, you ended up moving out here to California.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
How the song go? California.
Sing it with your big boy voice.
California. Oh, California. Yeah, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bro, don't ever do that again.
I thought it was pretty good, though, you know?
Nah, but for real. So, like, we seen you. We're like, yo, like, I see how you're taking it all in. I see how you're, like, embracing the California culture. A kid from Alabama. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, come vibe with us. Come see what it's like. And so now it's what, a year almost since you've been here.
Never looking back.
So you're not going back to Alabama.
Can't see it. I don't see it in my future at all.
Why is that?
It's just no disrespect to Alabama. It's great. I love the people there for sure. But it's just, I won't grow. Like, I would stay
stagnant?
Yeah, stagnant for sure. And in LA, or not even just LA, but the Cali area is just opportunities. It's opportunities that I wouldn't have in Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hot spot. There's a lot going on.
I mean, commercials are literally done in LA, and it's like,
yeah, I mean, we got Hollywood studios.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, I was just looking at something we did the other day. I looked at the website and I'm like, oh, we did this. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
So we did the McDavid shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Shot John Wall. All the ads are popping up on Instagram.
Yep.
They're listening to everything we're saying. They're paying attention to everything we look at. So every other post is McDavid.
It's crazy.
But it's cool because you go on the site and then there we are. Boom. This is how we ball.
Yep.
It's fire.
Yep. Shout out to Brandon. Great video.
I think that's like, okay, that's the benefit of California. So understanding that and seeing that like we have so much access to different things.
Yeah.
My question to you would be, how has that changed your perspective?
It's changed my perspective because I feel like there's more out there. Like, I feel like I was in a box. So, like, it was really just Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and that's it. Like, that's really all I really thought of. Like, I never really thought as far as I could be doing BTS for a commercial and it be on a website like a month later, like, for the whole world to see for these prolific brands. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So it just changed my perception on, okay, there's more to this than just making a short form mixtape, you know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in your bag since you got here. What was that, like November? Like right away, boom, LeBron.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Hey, the LeBron was different.
That was different.
Because, you know, that's when I was still coming off the high of like seeing all these people in person.
Yeah.
So all of them at once.
Yeah, because it was like LeBron, Melo, Chris Paul,
yep,
Westbrook,
Jamie Foxx.
It was a little lit in there.
Yeah.
Rondo was there.
Yeah, Rondo.
Rondo was there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of the Lakers came because, you know, Bronny was playing against St. Vincent, St. Mary, Christ the King. So that was cool, like, seeing everybody in there. But it was like, for you, because I've been around them, but for you to, like, be that close to where literally you can reach out and touch him.
Yeah, like
you're just on the floor. It's
crazy. Walk behind LeBron, you know? He bumped into me. It's huge. Huge.
Our post went viral.
Yeah.
The handshake.
The handshake.
Yeah.
It looked good on there too.
So like you was getting active.
I was in a pocket.
And then from there, I think the trajectory just kept going.
Yeah.
Like you just kept shooting crazy stuff. Everybody was like, is this your life now?
Like people were just like, are you moving? Are you gone? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just vibing right now.
So how do you not get big-headed doing all of that?
Because at the end of the day, it's like it can be taken away like that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And like it's cool. Like I've humbled myself because it's like I am around these people, but there could always be not just throwing out some bad scenarios, but like I could be here today going tomorrow, you know? Like
I mean, this is true. We got a little friction on a shoot one time.
Yeah.
A little eye-opener, right?
Yeah, it was an eye-opener.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that perspective is true. Like, when I think about it, it's like I've been able to shoot, like, some of the most famous people and, like, some of the coolest people. So, like, trying to, like, be humble and realize that, one, they are just people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're young, because obviously there's a difference in our age.
Yeah.
Like, so when you're young, it's like, how do you not get wide-eyed? How do you not want to get excited about shooting, like, LeBron?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even for, like, kids, like, shooting Mikey, shooting Jada, like, shooting all these players and having access to them, like, right there. It's like, how do you not get cocky and feel like you that dude?
It's just like I've seen people, like, when they do get access to those things and they kind of get that cockiness, it's like, it's it's nasty to see because it's like
it's
I remember where you were, and it's like now you just think you too big time to like even hold a conversation with
Price
me.
going up.
Yeah, like nah, it shouldn't be like that.
They're just kids, bro.
Yeah.
They
We
just
be
kids. They just high school kids like anybody else. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is with all of them. You know, like if you talk to Cam, who obviously shoots with Bronny a lot, it's the same thing. Like at the end of the day, like he's a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like probably one of the most famous high school players there are, if not the famous.
Yeah.
Most famous, but it's like at the end of the day, he's still a kid. He still wants to have fun. Still wants to hang out with his friends.
Yeah.
And it's like once we get in these spaces with these kids, it's like we forget that to some degree it is a luxury. Now, if you're nice with the camera, it's a luxury for you to be there too. But to some degree, like it is a luxury because everybody don't get access. So like, just having that mentality is kind of crazy sometimes.
It is.
So like with that being said, what's like the coolest thing you feel like you've shot so far since you've been here in California?
This is such a difficult question. And I feel like people have asked me this a bunch of times. I think the coolest thing would still have to be the Sierra Canyon game versus St. Mary's.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was just so many people at once. And now there is a close second. I feel like the Sparks was really cool. Yeah. Just to be able to be in the, I'm going to say Staples Center. I'm just going to say Staples Center.
It's Staples. It's the house that Kobe built. We all know that. We ain't saying crypto.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just cool to be behind the scenes. Like, I'm back here, like, where the players be every game day. And we on the court with it. Like, that's access that I wouldn't get in Alabama.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah, true.
It's just crazy to just be able to, like, go up to the suite where people be and get food. Like, we're getting access. Like, it's just access. At the end of the day, it's access. And I don't know if I can give the player's name, but to be at that NBA player's house and
wow, I forgot about
him, that's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of stuff. Yeah. But to be at his house and shoot him, that's crazy. You know, like now, granted, I wasn't like wide open or whatever, but like 2 days later, I'm like, dang, that really happened.
Yeah. I feel like it always happens like a couple days later where it's like, damn.
Yeah.
I just shot that. And then we go look at the content. It's like, bro, that shit was kind of hard. Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'll run around the house and be like, I'm nice.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
You are.
Like, that's how I be in those moments. But it's like, for real, like a couple days after, it's always like, damn, bro, like, I just shot Kobe. I just shot KD. I just shot Bron. I just shot Melo. I just shot Westbrook. I just shot. Like, we could keep going down. Like, we literally was chopping it up with John Wall.
Yeah. And they all have
like just chopping it up.
It's crazy because they're all like cool. Like it's like they're human, like you said. At the end of the day, they're all human.
Yeah.
So that was dope.
So we got Sierra Canyon versus St. Vincent St. Mary. That's one. Close second.
Sparks.
What's three?
The NBA player.
Okay. Anything else that like he was like shaking after, or he was like, oh my God, or he was like, I gotta compose myself?
It's so hard to remember all the stuff that we've done because I've shot so much.
I mean, we can get on this gram and look. Let me see what you got here.
Yeah, let's
There was like a phase. I want to say it was like a couple months. You was getting busy. You was shooting a lot of stuff. I mean, yesterday we just shot Boogie Cousins.
Yeah. We did shoot Boogie. Shout out to Bama because he's from Bama. Bro, I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. He is nice.
I mean, he was getting busy.
Nice.
Efficient.
Nice.
Super easy. You shot LaMelo Ball, didn't you?
Oh, I'm tripping. The summer league.
Oh, you did shoot summer league.
Shout out to Keon.
Yeah, you was eating a little bit.
Shout out to Keon. We still waiting to drop the episode or whatever, but I mean,
wow, I forgot about
the
that.
summer league was different to shoot that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was so different about it?
Because it's like they're kind of just walking around like it's a high school like environment. Like these NBA players are like, they don't have security with them. They just walking through the halls of the arena, chilling like everybody else, like a regular fan.
Yeah.
And so like, that's different.
Yeah. We shot that big college tournament in Vegas. That was cool. You didn't get to do the big game, but I got the Duke versus Gonzaga.
We'll get there this year.
So that was pretty lit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a vibe.
It's been cool. It's been a vibe. And we just continuously keep doing stuff.
Have you gotten any relationships with players or athletes or anything like that since you've been here that you feel like now are genuine and you feel like maybe you wouldn't have gotten had you not come?
I feel like, to go back to them really quickly, I feel like Jada and Mikey, I got closer to them since I gotten here. Now they can put the name with the face. Like we had like a little internet, whatever, but that's not, you know, like now that I'm here, like that's definitely gotten better. Trying to think any other stuff like.
I know you shot Brea's commitment video.
Oh, Brea, right? Yeah, close to Brea family now. That's cool. London for sure. My dog.
He was a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of London. Still am. She gonna kill this year. Just letting y'all know. Pac-12, watch out.
He was a fan.
London. Wow.
It's crazy because like with social media now, like you talk to athletes and models, celebrities, all these different people, right? Creatives, and it's like you really don't know them, but you feel like you kind of know them because y'all just chopping it up on social. And then when you finally actually get to see him in person, like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like he kind of like solidifies the relationship. And when you solid, like you stay locked in. Yeah. Which I think is cool. Yeah. But social media for sure is like definitely bringing people together.
Yes, it's the seed. It's the plant of the seed for sure.
Drew League. You got to shoot Drew League.
That was cool. Drew was different. Finally seeing that in person. Because we talked about that like since we was in middle school. Like the Drew. Yeah. Like that's a thing. Like.
Yeah. Did we come to the Drew during the 15 or no?
No, we did not.
We didn't get to
I don't think no, we didn't. We didn't at all.
It was in August. I mean, the Drew was different. And this year I feel like they were trying to get back to what they used to be.
Yeah.
So it's a vibe. It's a little vibe. You've been here almost a year now. You always talk about me and Sean like being your mentors, and I hate it. I really hate you talking about me like that.
Because you think it makes you old?
I feel like it makes me old. But like, how important do you think it is to have like mentorship or people like take you under their wing? And what does that even look like for you? Because like for me personally, like I didn't even look at it like that, but like that's how you characterize it. So like explain that, like make that make sense.
I just feel like, wow, that's a really good question. But it's kind of like this. I believe that you and Sean give me different sides. You know, you both have different energies. And I think that I'm in a unique position because not many people get two mentors at the same time in the same like area of your life. So I'm in a really good position. You have like people to just make sure that you're doing the right thing and to make sure that you're getting to where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because yes, I've had prior mentors. Shout out to them. You know, they got me to where I needed to get to. But I feel like y'all are pushing me to where I want to go, you know, because y'all are actually in a space of where I want to be in life, you know, or want to do in life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, the whole mentor thing, I take that very seriously. Everywhere I go, I always bring up my mentors, you know, because I look at y'all as my mentors. I know it's old. It makes you look old or whatever, but
it does.
It's my thing. Like, this will be remembered for the rest of my life. And like I keep telling y'all, when I get rich, $1 million.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for the TikTok fame. I want to be Entourage. It's like we do this so that one day we can stop working. We can retire early. We can be out of here. You never want work to feel like work. So when you get to that point, it's like, cool, like I can still shoot, but now I can shoot on my own terms. Yeah. And then we can continue to build and grow. And if I want to sit down on the couch for a few days, I can do that without having to chase people around. But not to get sidetracked from the mentorship, I think it's extremely important because like when I started shooting, like for real, like when I actually like took it serious, like there was nobody in sight that wanted to help.
Nobody?
Nobody. Because everybody was like in a space of like trying to protect whatever it is that they had. Like a lot of people don't want to share what they know because they're afraid that you might take it from them.
I feel like that's selfish. There's enough work out here for everybody.
It can be, and I feel like as you see life in a certain way, as you see more opportunity, you understand that. But like the reality is people don't want to help because they're afraid that you're going to take an opportunity from them. And even like if you look at different disciplines in like film and photography and stuff like that, like everybody posts tutorials and information, you know, people who film cars or fashion, lifestyle photography, portraits, music videos, like all the music video tutorials are up there for you to go look at on YouTube. You can rarely find anything if you go look right now that is based around sports photography or video, based around basketball, based around football. I feel like football does it just a little bit more. There's a guy that shoots for LSU and he's crazy. I think he's their head production guy and he's insane and he does a little bit. But like for the most part, you don't have anybody telling you like what camera should you start with. If you go look up some music video stuff right now, you're going to see a bunch of guys and women saying, go get the Lumix and this is why. Go get the Canon, the Sony, to this, to that. You're going to find that information there. When it comes to sports, it's not there.
It's not.
You can barely even go on Google and find an article that'll tell you what settings you should be shooting in.
I've seen some wild settings too.
I mean, 1/500 shooting video.
That was me though. 1/400. That was me.
I feel it.
That was me.
Not knowing the 180 rule. People shooting on auto. And there's nothing wrong with those things. At the end of the day, like people can shoot how they want. But just like not understanding that information, not knowing like how to shoot in dark gyms, which is so common. And it's crazy that that information ain't out there. Because that's really, especially like in high school, that's a common thing.
That's a common
Gyms
thing.
are old. They got fluorescent lighting. It's trash. But nobody ever really wants to tell you like
what to do about that. Yeah. And don't forget the overexposed outside.
Yeah, but nobody wants to help you. So it's like when I first started shooting, I didn't have nobody. I didn't have a mentor. And like I probably wouldn't have sought one out per se because I'm a big advocate on like finding my own resources and learning how to learn as opposed to like just give me the answer. But at the end of the day, like to not have anybody that could kind of help me out if I needed it, like that's when I realized that, you know, like there was a problem. I mean, even still to this day, like I get it because sometimes too it can be annoying because a lot of people don't want to do the work. And that's the other side of it. Is like you see me post something fire and you're in my DMs and my comments and you're asking what camera I'm shooting with. Yeah. Or like, hey, what lens was that? And like you don't even know me, you don't have any context. You like
don't even follow.
You're literally just asking. And like so sometimes there is a fine line, I understand it, but like genuinely like a lot of people for the most part don't want to help. So the fact that you were able to be in a situation like this to where like doors open for you because somebody just basically kicked it in and was like, come on. Like that's something that
you
I
dropped
feel like,
in my lap. Basically.
Yeah. Like people don't get the opportunity to do that. And I feel like that's a big deal. So it's interesting because like I said, when I looked at it, it wasn't like, hey, come to Cali so we can mentor you. It's like, nah, like you dope. Like let's get some work done. And then you see it like from another perspective.
Because I look at it as, I'm coming humble, you know? I look come at that. I'm trying to get knowledge.
Yeah, but you got some sauce.
Yeah. All right. But, I mean, we can always get better and grow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think, for sure. Where I started, the video that I showed you yesterday.
I mean, wow, it was trash.
It was terrible. The little boop hopefully, maybe we can get this on here. But it was
I
bad.
mean, that was garbage.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So yeah, to see the growth is amazing.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've gotten better since you left Alabama?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like I know we talked about it, how I was like, I'll send you shots and be like, doesn't this look cinematic? And you'd be like, what was cinematic about it? And I'm just like, well, it was like a shot of like me shooting through a fan. And it's like, I know maybe it's not cinematic, but I wouldn't have done that
had you not come here.
if I had not come here. Like, I'm trying to do different things. Like, you and Sean's style are so storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like have that eye for that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Especially since like you take pictures too. So like I can get the job done, you know, with the picture.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to be able to like, I know you can't force an eye, but I want to force an eye, if that makes sense, you know?
I feel like there's certain things about having an eye that you can't teach, but I feel like learning sometimes like the fundamentals and understanding like the story you're trying to tell, like you can gain an eye.
Yeah.
Like I think composition is what contributes to having an eye. Like for me personally, like there's a couple things like I played, so I know certain things to look for. And like when I see something, like if someone's shooting and there's maybe something kind of blocking the way, like I can find a unique way of still getting that image to be where you still see the hoop, you know, and it may be blocked. But I think for the most part, for me, like it came from going to school for graphic design. Yeah. So like understanding the rule of thirds, which a lot of people don't understand, right? So it's like you use the rule of thirds and it just changes that dynamic of how like a shot looks, right? And so it's like little things like that I feel like when you learn those things, then you can kind of gain a better eye. But at the same time, it's like sometimes I just feel like it's just natural because some people just don't have it. Yeah. Like it just ain't there. But the fact that like, you know, like you're trying, I think is big because it's like you only get better by trial and error. You know, that's why they talk about 10,000 hours. You got to put that in.
Got to put in the hours.
And over time, like, you'll start to see things different. You start to do stuff different. And I feel like you're getting there. Like your color grading has gotten a lot better.
Oh my God. Let's be honest.
I mean, that shit was trash.
And they used to think I was nice with it. You know what I'm saying?
That teal and orange kind of thing he was doing was all right, but it was like everybody's skin was orange.
Yeah. And they used to like, I used to have this thing.
I used to do that shit too. When I first started it, I was just throwing a LUT on everything. Yeah. And then I realized like, this looks crazy. But why are we doing this?
You didn't do like I would do a little contrast and maybe bump the shadows up or something.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Using big words.
Yeah.
Nah, like at first, when I first was learning color grading, I would just take the LUT from the site that I took it from and throw it on and hope for the best. Wow. And then when I started understanding how to like isolate colors and manipulate and stuff like that, it kind of changed things. And then also like how to accurately shoot. People think it's just like you throw a LUT on something, it looks good. But honestly, like how you expose it, the white balance, different things, like when you're shooting, that's a game changer too. And that might be too deep to talk about, but like that's kind of the process that I wanted you to have coming out here, as opposed to like just pulling up to a high school gym and being happy with shooting a game.
I don't really get that feeling anymore. If you want to be honest, I just want a bag. If I go to a high school game, I just want to check. Because I'm not moved by it anymore. Like, it's cool. Like, some games, I'm like, oh, yeah, they get into it.
Yeah, it's matchups. Yeah. Matchups. Like, but you always want to see good matchups.
Other games, I'm just like, just here to point, shoot,
I
pump it out. That's it.
It's different now.
Yeah.
It's a different space.
I've been spoiled, for sure. I've definitely been spoiled.
I mean, you also had JD, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had JD. So it's like, and like me and Sean talk about it, like, bro, like high school basketball in Cali is a little different from what it was a couple years ago. Because it's like Zaires and Brandon Bostons and Josh Christophers and Jalen Greens and all these dudes, Evan Mobley, like, and these dudes going head to head like every other weekend. Yeah. Like every other weekend, the Smoke, Dior Johnson, everybody was out here.
Dogs.
And it was just like, and it, for the most part, dogs.
Yeah.
Trash talking. Bro, Sierra came and they had KJ and Cassius. Scottie Pippen Jr.
Scotty's nice. We got to get some
And Young Amari.
Yeah. Young Amari was like straight.
Different basketball to shoot. Now it's like, yeah, all right. I get some players here and there, but like the head-to-head matchups that used to happen don't hit the same.
They don't. And it's like, I feel like but media, it's kind of thrown off.
I'm not media.
Well, in our certain settings, when we are media, let's be honest, in our certain settings where we are.
I'm never media.
So, never mind. I'm not going to put our business out there, but we know what we do and who we're, so in those certain settings, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do what we do, we hype the kid up and they play for that. Players play for hype.
I'll clickbait every now and then.
Every now and then? You sure?
Yes. I'll clickbait every now and then. But hype, no. You have to remember I played. Certain stuff don't move me, but you do have to clickbait for the gram and for YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, if somebody made you slip, did she make her fall? Yes or no? Here come all the comments. They about to debate about it.
We know what we be doing.
Am I really hyping it? No. I'm asking questions because I know it's going to bring engagement.
Okay, so what about this?
Almost dunk. A girl almost dunks. I know it's trash. But I need a little bait every now and then because when it's some real, I'm going to give you the real.
Yeah. But you don't gas players, right?
No, I don't gas anybody.
You keep it real.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's no need to.
Yeah.
They're going to gas themselves.
For sure.
Or other, like, actual outlets are going to gas them.
Yeah.
They're going to get mixes. They're going to get on Overtime, Ball is Live, all this thing. They're going to get all this hype. So everybody else is going to gas them. There's no need for us as creatives to be gassing players.
I like that.
Just go do your job, bro.
But some people take these jobs as like they trying to get a ticket to the league,
I mean, you can like look at Nav. And I don't know him personally, but like
Nav
that shoots for Trae Young.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's his dude, right? So he's been shooting with him for a while. And like a lot of people don't necessarily know him, but it's like, okay, obviously he was in like the high school space a little bit, shooting for Trae every now and then, but it's like now like you can see like it's obvious like he's his guy. And then he's obviously shot like a lot of cool dope stuff because like Trae's in Atlanta. So now you get more access. So I think like, like shooting certain people can be a meal ticket, but I feel like it's all about how you look at it. Like, it has to be genuine to me. Like, you can't go try to shoot with somebody just because you think, like, oh, they're going to take me with them. Because we've also seen a lot of people shooting athletes their whole high school career, and then they get to the league and we never see you again.
It's crazy.
Now you're back to shooting whatever.
Yeah.
Because you've, like...
You got to go through that.
You bet everything on this player. So I think, like, things can happen authentically, but it's like, am I chasing that? No.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, at least for me, everything has to be relationship driven. It can't be driven by, like, your talent because at the end of the day, tomorrow you can get in a car accident and then not play. So then what? Which it happened to me. I was shooting Kobe. And then they get in a fatal accident and then boom, like. So it's like if I was betting on that to be, like, our ticket to success, would I still even be shooting? Like, what would I be doing? Like, that would have been my identity. And it's like, no, okay, I'll take that experience. I learned from it. It was amazing, like, to be able to be in that space. But, like, what can I learn from that and take to the next situation?
Yeah.
That's why I shoot women's basketball mostly now. Because it's like I saw what he was trying to do. And it's like, boom. So you can't really chase an athlete. But, you know what I mean?
For sure. I think that is where I wanted you to go. But it was, like, also, like, people kind of just like if they do shoot them, they have this, okay, I shot this person now, didn't even talk to them, but I shot them and now I'm gonna raise my price.
Well, yeah, because that's how people think. they think it's based on who's in front of your camera more so than it is the actual work. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is like proximity, mm-hmm. especially like out here in California. Like we can go to a gym. Like yesterday, I had no idea Boogie was going to be there. I came to support like a coach that I really rock with.
Yeah.
I was just pulling up to the run to show face. And then boom, it's like, okay, we got some Clippers players in here. Yeah. And we got Boogie in here, right? So it's like, are you going for like the authentic love for the craft and showing mm-hmm. support and appreciation for people? Or are you going to chase a clout? Because had we looked at a list and been like, nah, I'm not going to go. Ain't mm-hmm. nobody really worth going.
And he would have showed up, or
then it's like you're salty. And then you also like show who you really are.
Yeah. Either way, it's still a pro run. The efficiency yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, we got to get some of that content up. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was good to see Boogie still like lean, looking good, playing well, hitting the three like crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know he had a
burner with confidence, talking trash.
Talking that cash.
Yeah, I was really into that. That was nice.
It was some good stuff for sure. I think he's definitely going to be like a strong player in this league.
Yeah, I think so too.
At least for the next.
I hope it turns around for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he was a beast before his injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like, so that's, I think too, like that's one of the things like we need to do like with this podcast is like talk about both sides of it, right? We talk about it from like the creative aspect. Then we can actually like go in and talk about like the players, what we think about their game, how we think they'll succeed, what we think maybe they're doing wrong, but like give both perspectives.
Yeah.
Like what other things do you feel like we should be talking about?
I feel like we should definitely talk about how players and creatives read. Sorry. Let's run it back. Do it again.
That was live.
Oh,
so spit it out.
We just going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spit that shit out.
Okay. Players and creatives. I feel like we should always, I know we are having relationships, but certain boundaries shouldn't be crossed.
You mean between players and creatives?
Yes.
And we should talk about that?
Yes. The bro and sis.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big one. That's a big one.
I just.
Little bro, little sis. I never talked to you ever before in my life.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Pulled up on little sis today.
Yeah.
You're a 40-year-old man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really rocking with that. Other stuff we definitely can talk about is the production space in the high school space.
Like I feel the differences between them?
Yeah. Like me jumping in from the high school space and seeing the production space, like somebody like, hey, what do you want at the end of the shoot? You can get pizza, you can get this, you can get that. I'm like...
So do you want to talk about the production or do you want to talk about the food?
I want to talk about the class. The
high class?
Yeah, the high class.
It's different.
Yeah. Like at tournaments, majority of these tournament directors, they definitely look out. But others, we could do better. There's not even food for us. There's not even a media room. You know? Just simple things, and we're there to help you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just would love to talk. Maybe we can bring in some stuff from the production space. Maybe not.
Maybe cool to bring somebody in.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool for sure. Other stuff we could talk about is definitely like how money is given at the end. So net 30.
We definitely got to talk about the finances, the net 30s, the net 60s, the net 90s, the getting paid right after the shoot.
Yeah.
The getting paid sometimes before the shoot. The wide spectrum, how we get the bread and how we don't get the bread.
I want to get paid like weddings. If you want me to be honest, I shot a wedding last week. And it was just like, this is how it should go. This is how it should go.
Did you get paid on the spot?
Yeah. Brought me to the side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Is that how you like to get paid?
Yeah. Like, or.
This sounds like some under the table. Did they give you cash?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, IRS, if you're looking out, we do Venmo, we do Cash App, and we do other things. But that hard cash, it's just,
it's different.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different. We definitely got to talk about that because I think it's like a huge thing for us to vent about it, get that shit off our chest. But I also feel like
people don't take it.
It's an education thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people don't really know how to pay you or don't know like how you feel about the way that they're paying you. So I think like we could use this platform as a way to be able to honestly educate, and not just in like money and stuff like that, but I think just in general, like I talked about before with like the etiquette, what to do, what not to do, how things that you guys do on social can help us.
Yeah.
How things, even with like a wedding, for example, and this is kind of off topic for basketball, but it's like shooting a wedding and they don't tell you what they want.
Yeah.
And it's like this is probably one of the most impactful and memorable moments of your life.
Yeah.
And you don't tell me how you want it captured. I go do what I think. And it's not what you wanted. And now the moment has passed. And who's to blame? And it's a very sour feeling. So I think like using this platform as a way to just talk about the different avenues, and not just in sports, but just in general.
Yeah.
Of like that client creative relationship, finances, other creatives, things that they can do and can't do together or shouldn't do together.
Yeah.
I mean, the players and the creatives. I mean, obviously we shoot basketball mostly, but I mean, I think this is a great opportunity to like really provide some substance for people.
For everybody.
And give them just a different perspective, a different viewpoint. And I feel like we funny as hell.
Yeah.
I feel like when we really get in the bag.
Yeah. We talk about some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to like really lock in.
Yeah.
I would ask you, like, do you feel like this is going to be successful? And if so, why?
Well, I just feel like we both have an understanding of social media. And we know what works, what doesn't work. Now, not to call myself a TikTok guru, but I keep doing it countless times. I'm starting from the bottom, 0 followers, and I get to 50, 100. You know what I'm saying? Or 200.
250.
So it's like, yeah. So it's like, I know what works on TikTok, and maybe we can funnel that to Instagram, because I feel like you're better at progressing in Instagram. And so I just feel like with our tools that we have in our bag, it's inevitable that it's going to do good, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm leaning on you because you are the youth, and I feel like the youth is where we are going to hopefully gain like our fan base.
Yeah.
Especially because the youth is more active with social and stuff like that anyway. And so they'll have time for us.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing is too, like you said, like talking about utilizing other platforms like TikTok and whatever, this Be Real stuff. Like there's so many different ways to like put this information out there. And I feel like that's the thing that like you are really good at and that you know and understand, and it's just a natural thing. So I feel like with the combination of us just like running our mouths, getting our shit off, being funny, but also like being present and giving people like that real, genuine, authentic, like this is what the life is like.
For sure.
Paired with your social media guru knowledge, we got to do it. Like, you know, like we got to see this thing into fruition. And I would say too, like for myself, it's like being accountable, because I've tried to do things, and maybe not necessarily a podcast, but I've been trying to do YouTube for a while. I've been trying to do more with Instagram Reels before it was really like this thing that now you get paid for. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to be committed to that, because it's like you always got to shoot. Being a full-time entrepreneur, like, we got shit to do, to be honest. Like, I'm stressed the hell out most of the time, because it's like, okay, how I'm going to get to the next check? How I'm going to finish this project and all that. And so, like, having time to even be able to do this, I feel like we got to be intentional about it.
For sure.
Because once it goes out, it's like, y'all need this. And I don't think y'all realize how much you really needed it.
Yeah.
So we got to keep giving it to them.
For sure. And I think it's going to be the best thing that people ever see on their screen.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Shout out to us for officially doing episode 1.
It was great. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
nice talking to you. You
it's
know,
a vibe.
even though I see you every day, but
I know. So now we got to get to this game. So
yeah.
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 Love.